play that went down after the whistle in the Rutgers versus Wisconsin game really piqued my interest, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. This play involved Max Klesmit and Jeremiah Williams. You may know by now, I'm a bit of an overanalyzer, so here we go. If you're aware of who Max Klesmit is, you know that he can get hot quickly, but he has had his struggles so far this year where he can't really seem to find his shooting groove. Rutgers is well aware of this too, and the last thing they want is for him to get hot and seal this game for Wisconsin. So on the ensuing possession, with some clever play calling, Klesmit finds a gap in the zone and hits this shot from the corner. The next time down the floor, there's a offensive foul call on a similar play where they're trying to set a screen right in front of Klesmit to get him an opening, and Klesmit just decides to go ahead and shoot it after the whistle, and as any shooter knows, just seeing the ball go through the hoop helps you find your groove. After that is when Jeremiah Williams checks in, and the first thing he does is take the ball to the cup with a nice finish, but he does seem to bump into the inbounder for Wisconsin and is a little bit frustrated, like he might have hit his eye. On the very next play, he gets the ball taken right into his chest, which could have potentially added to the frustration of what happens next. I'm going to let the audio play for this one because I think it's important to hear the whistle.
Again, Rutgers, they won't go away. A couple possessions here, it's down to 7.
So you can obviously tell that Klesmit has no business shooting this far after the whistle, but I've never seen somebody close out quite like Williams did on that play, nor after closing out stand over the player that you just closed out on. If you've played basketball, you know the landing area and you know how to avoid it so you don't get your feet right under a player as they're landing. And obviously the NBA has really clamped down on this, calling a lot of fouls based on the landing area that's either being given or not given to the player that's shooting. What ultimately ended up happening is that there was just a common foul on the screener and play continued. I honestly don't think the refs took a very close look at the closeout after the play. They were more just reviewing whether the screen was a flagrant or not a flagrant. The unfortunate part is obviously Klesmit was unable to play the rest of this game. Fortunately, it looks like it's just a high ankle sprain that'll bug him for maybe a week or two and he'll be fine. It seems like it was very unnecessary for Williams to close out after the whistle and in the landing area, but I'm curious what you guys think about it.
Again, Rutgers, they won't go away. A couple possessions here, it's down to 7.